Hello everybody, I'm Wendy and this is Summer Bay Studio. I'm not talking at the camera today because I have rain hair. Not that you care or even I care, but it's just easier not to set that up today. So today I'm going to be working in this pretty little journal. This is not a very big journal and I made the book myself. I used a packing box that already had the bend in it and then cut it down to size and covered it with the papers from my French vintage papers collection on my store at Summer Bay Studio. And I've been kind of working away at it, and I thought I would just keep on doing that. It is a journal, so I'm adding things to it with places to write and to record things without totally obliterating all the artwork, which there is plenty. So I've got several pages done already. Like here's a little secret spot, there's a little spot here, and a lot of these things are from the French vintage papers, and I put them all, as many as I could, in to just kind of make the whole thing work together. I've picked out a bunch of pieces here that are French or sort of French, and I'm going to just add some more goodies to this cute book. Before I start, I wanted to let you know about this new glue I got. It's called Glue, G-L-O-O. It's from Japan, so I can't tell you anything it says on here, but it does have some little pictures. It's square, and so that way you can use a corner if you wanted to glue something down. My daughter recommended it to me. She said it has less water in it than a lot of glues, including glue sticks. So you can do big pieces of paper and it won't warp the paper because it's not very moist. And then you turn it up here to push more glue out. So I might be using some of that. And I'm still using the art glitter glue. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I had thought I would leaving this as a place to write, but it kind of flops back and forth and it kind of irritates me, so I don't want to be irritated. So I'm going to make it into just a little tuck spot by simply gluing this edge down. That way it's a tuck spot here and it's a tuck spot here, and it folds on the fold. Now I don't know if you've watched the video where I created this book, but the way it works is it's just folded papers glued back to back. So every one is kind of its own signature. And it worked remarkably well. So I would highly recommend, if you want to try it, to go for it. I want to be able to finish it so that someone can have it. Okay, here's page 1. I think this needs a little something, and like I said, I pulled out a bunch of things here that are French or sort of French, and let's just see what we can find. Do you know this is a French word? Journal. Okay. A lot of these are like landscape, and they're quite wide. And I got them, that might work, I got them from a book of patterns somewhere along the way. This is one that I made. It's made from a coin envelope, and I did a video on these, so you can look that up. I'll put a link below. And it's got a little card in it. This is one of my own designs. It's from some gift cards I used to sell. So I might use that one. Otherwise, I want something that is small enough. This would make a nice card to tuck in. Oh, these are pretty. So the thing is, I'd like to hinge these so they could be written on the back, except that this is obviously cut from something else. It doesn't work out that well. I wonder about that. I don't really want to cover up all these roses and everything. So it makes me want to get some vellum out, perhaps, or tracing paper, and make kind of a see-through pocket. Let's see. I had to write on this what it is because it's hard to tell from the outside. You could say because it's kind of see-through. I think that will be nice, and then I can use one of these for a tuck. That one needs to have something camouflaged, but that's alright, we can do that. Now I'm wondering if I should cut it square or if I should cut it fancy. Well, let's give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, now should I or should I not distress the edges? I'm going to try it because I don't think I've ever done distressed edges on vellum before. But you know what? I am going to try it on a scrap since I have some. Oh, that works. But you know what? I got a new one and it's a darker color. So instead of the, what's it called? Vintage photo. This one is walnut. I'm going to use a new pad, a different pad, just so they don't get adulterated, or also known as messed up. Of course, I get it on my finger. Okay, let's try this. This is the first time for using this one. I guess they get kind of saturated after a while. So we'll just put some of this on here. I see it's clouded over again. It was raining this morning and it actually poured the last couple of days. And then I went out for my appointment. And it had stopped by the time I was done, so I didn't really need my umbrella, but I had to carry it around anyway. There, this is very nice. And then the sun was out a little while ago, but we're back to gloom again. Now the thing with the vellum is when it gets wet, it does crazy things. Like curl. Okay, let's pop this down here. And you can see how the edges are trying to curl up. However, it will not prevail because I'm pushing the glue out towards that edge. But you can see how it buckles here. It's just nuts. All right, that'll do for that. Why does it look crooked? Because it is crooked. I don't know. Today's not my day. Well, it is my day, but it's a bit crooked. You know what? I'm going to camouflage it somehow, so not to worry. And I like this little chocolate ad with the little girls on it swinging in their beautiful dresses. In the days when women had to wear all that gear all the time. It's pretty but constricting. Okay, so that'll be nice in there, and I'm going to just distress the back as well, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. It's amazing how much it picks up, and it doesn't even look like there's anything on it. Alright, that camouflages it right there because you can't see that line of that music, but we are not finished. because we have other things we can do on this. That's a bit much. I can add a little something. I want one of these little labels. In fact, hold on. I got some new labels and they're so nice. I'll put a link for them down below. Let's see. And then there's the chocolat. Which goes with that. I mean, let's just overdo the chocolate. Why not? It's amazing how much time this takes, and hopefully that will work for the duration here. Now I need tweezers. Otherwise, I'm going to have glue on my fingers, which is kind of normal anyway. Just going to pop that one right down there. Make it straight this time. There, now we have a little place to write here, a little place to write here. This one has a couple of places. You can just pop in, and I think it's looking good. This page I think I will leave for now. I'll just leave that one there because it's a nice secret spot, but I think I want to put something up here. That, just so it doesn't look quite so bare. We went away for a few days to Vancouver Island and the weather turned so nice. It was just beautiful, and it was like by Friday it was like summer. Stick down, don't be obstinate. And this one will need something, won't it? I think I like these girls, and it goes with the black. I wonder if I should glue more of this down if it needs it. That one's tighter because, yeah, I think I will. I'm making it into a pocket rather than just a tuck spot. By just gluing up the side here. Let's just flatten it out a bit. Now this lady needs something to cover this up. And I want to keep it usable, so I had to change everything around again. Alright, so that's going to go on there. I'm just going to use this. It's an old agenda. Where's the gray? I guess it's inside that. So if I glue this on here and then cut around it, then I'm good to go. Alright, there's a plan. Come on, don't tangle me up here. Well, that rain was short-lived. I could hear it on the skylight, and it just went splatter, 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 and then quit. Which is okay. It's extremely green here. We had a really hot summer, drought almost, and then it turned into a normal summer after a while. After the 46 degrees Celsius temperatures, which is almost unheard of here. They said we had a heat dome, which was a new experience for me. I'd never heard of such a thing. But I guess it's just a big bowl of heat that gets stuck and sticks around and bees hot. Alright, let's cut this out. Just going to make it as close as possible. There's a little black edge here, but I think it's actually being cut off, which is fine. So there's this little tiny place on Vancouver Island called Hughes, and its claim to fame is this kind of a touristy spot called Goats on the Roof. It's this old building with grass growing on the roof. They've made into quite a large store, which is amazing. It's just amazing. They have everything, like groceries and like kind of gourmet groceries and gift stuff and art supplies and decor things and rugs and toys and just all kinds of great stuff. Okay, so this is going to have a little bit of this on it. It's still damp, which it will be for a while. Anyway, my husband and I have this system. Because I live in a little town where there's not much shopping to be had, and the nearest town from to here is you know, it's basic, but there's not a lot of frills and thrills. So when we travel, I like to go shopping somewhere else where I can actually find some, you know, some choices. This is going to be quite tight. I have a feeling its new house is going to be there. Anyway, he gets set up with a couple of novels. In this case, it was in a series that I picked up at the little free library on the street. And when he gets into a book, he thinks of little else. So it's perfect for me, because then I can just shop as long as I want, and he's like, take all the time you need. Stay as long as you want. I'm going to be here. And he might go get a coffee and then come back and read his book. And there. This is even French, chocolat serre. Now, let's put, oh, look, these are olives. This is so cool. Are they olives? Yeah, they're olives. Not sure I want that color in here though. And now I'm putting this washi sticker here in the corner. If I get it on there straight. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps turning off and turning on, and it's crazy. Okay, so there's that page, and then there's this one. I think this would be a good match, and it has an insert somewhere in this stuff. Let's see if we can find that one. That would go too. Some other smaller pieces here. And that bird is the same, so, well, it might work. This card. Let's see. What happened to that thing? That insert. Maybe it's just long gone. I don't know. This paper would probably do well on this page too. Could make a little book that would go into it. Let's try that. Just cutting off this dotted line, which is of no use to anyone. And then we'll measure one of these. Let's say we want it to easily fit in, then we should fold it about there. off right along this edge. And that's a discard. And this, we will do an edge on it, a distressing edge on it. Should really put some little thing on the front, shouldn't I? I have the very thing, I think, here. This doesn't look quite straight. Thank goodness for scissors. I get recording and talking and making things, and I forget to look at my camera and see what it's doing, and it'll just stop doing whatever. It will just stop. And then I look up a while later and find out it hasn't been recording, which is pretty annoying. But it seems to be working right now, so I lost a whole video the other day because I don't know, there was something like corrupted, whatever that means. And it was on this SD card, and it would not come off the SD card and go into my computer for editing and uploading. It was just like, I tried for half a day to figure it out and nothing worked. Finally, I just went, okay, I guess I will just go do a new video. So I did. Okay, well that makes a nice little booklet. Now this needs to be folded along this line. And just press these down real well. And then I think I'm going to do the outside of it as well. Quite like this dark brown. Makes a little bit more of a statement, not much. Okay, let's see what we can make here. Should work. And a perfect place for that is right down here. So that will dry. This glue is quite wet. Therefore, this is still quite wet. But there, so that goes right in there. That's really works well. And then I think maybe I'll use her as a little tuck spot, but let's find something that'll go in there comfortably. This one is a postcard, and it works. It's this way, but we'll see. Let's see. Could always do one of those, fold it in half. Could do one of these. Yeah, let's do one of those. This one. They're a little bit different, I'm not sure why. I cut them both with my CRICUT machine. And since we're on a kind of a roll with this walnut stain, let's just go ahead and do her edges as well. Then it's not so stark. The reason I want to not use her as a card is just she's got stuff on there. I found these somewhere, I don't remember where. Magazine, or might have been some craft magazine, but it's been a while and you can't remember everything. And I'm going to do the back as well, just to kind of... Okay, let's put this girl down. Remember to do these three sides. These three. Okay, let's do this. And then this little bird goes right in there. How pretty is that? It totally works, doesn't it? Okay, we're going great guns here. Now this one's already got a pocket, but it hasn't got anything in it. So let's see if I can find something that'll go in there nicely. Some of these long ones are just way too long. And we've kind of got green happening, or I could use one of these, although they're kind of borderline whether they work. I might use this actually because it goes with the whole set, and put a bit of a pink edge on it. And this is from my French vintage papers as well on my website store. It's part of the whole look, as is that and this. And this one is a tuck spot. So what do we tuck in there? I know, hold on. Let's find another one of these long skinny ones. I got this in one of these sets that you just order the set and see what appears. I like that color. Notes. You know what? I think I like that. And that's pretty. I think that's enough looking. Eraser fluid. I think we need eraser fluid. But they're fun anyway. Alright, so which one works the best? Notes? Or do we want more frills by putting this one in? I think this one. Alright, let's fluff its edges up. Or scuff its edges up, I should say. Like I said, this thing isn't quite permeated with dye yet. Okay, so that looks nice there. And I think I want to use one of these stickers, and I think this one is the perfect one because of the greens. So one of these corners has already lifted, so I'm going to take it off there. I love these washi stickers, they're just the coolest thing. I mean, I think washi tape is brilliant. And I'll put that right there. There. Now you can write all around it. So lots of journal spaces here. You know what? I got some new stickers. These ones, which I think are really fun. And I got some new stamps, which are stitches. I don't know if I'll use this or not. It's not very French, but... So this is kind of a bare edge, so I think I'll put one of these stitching things on it. Let's do this one, which is a really tight zigzag. You can see what it looks like there. And I've got a long block to put it on, so I'll put it on this a little bit more. I should be able to stretch it if I wanted to. It goes right off the edge. Okay, and this is what's it called? Coffee, or in French, café. So we do café because this is a book with a French theme. And get that on the bottom. Let's see how it goes. Take it right down to the bottom edge and press. Well, the paper is a little bit warped because it's been glued together, i.e. it's been wet. Do this one this way. There. Well, except for this, I think it looks great. Anyway, before I go any further with this, I'll put the lid on that, and I'll get a little cloth here, a wet wipe, because this is archival ink. It'll stain. So I like to get these washed off the minute I'm done with them. And the block as well, because see how much comes off? I actually left the little bag open once, and lo and behold, everything went dry. I think these stitching ones are so cool. Put that away. Clean this up some more. There we go. Clatter. Yeah. I want to use one of these. I like this. I got these at the dollar store, and they actually have new stuff quite often. There, I think that looks kind of cute. Alright, so I've got this page and this one to finish, and I'm going to leave it for another day, and I'll probably put some more things in here. I don't want to fuss it up too much because I do want to leave room for journaling and for basically enjoying the background. Like here, you could write all through here, this and this little booklets in here, and then you can write on this, and you know, if you're inclined to add more decoration, then there's room. I want to leave room for that. So for example, on this page, like you could put something here, you could put something up here, whatever you like. Same here, you could journal here. This is a pocket, and so is this, so there's places to hide things. And oh yeah, I've got this page, I missed that one. So that one. So there's 3 more to finish up, and I'll do that in another video. In the meantime, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, because I've got something coming out all the time. And click the little bell because you get notifications then when I've got a new video. And please leave a comment, I'd love that. And don't forget to hit the like button, because that actually tells other people that a lot of people like it. And I'll see you next time.